Good evening. Welcome to the 2020 WPRA Annual Awards Banquet. As your outgoing president, Jake Anderson, I am extremely honored and privileged to be here virtually with all of you tonight. We have an amazing cast of award winners, and we are incredibly grateful for all the hard work that our members have done over the past year. We hope that it's an entertaining evening, and I look forward to seeing all of you in person as soon as possible. First off, we're going to have Kelly Valentino from the WPRA Foundation say a few words.
Hello, my name is Kelly Valentino, and I'm the Jackson Parks and Recreation Director, as well as the WPRA Foundation President. On behalf of the WPRA Foundation, it is our sincere honor to participate in this year's WPRA Awards ceremony. To recognize the accomplishments and dedication of our colleagues is essential throughout our state. I would like to start by introducing the WPRA Foundation Board of Directors. Along with myself, we have Rick Beatty as our Vice President, Bob Rundle as our Treasurer, Holly Glanick as our Secretary, and members at large, Jean Park, Tom Blotz, Steve Scharr, Mark Schrader, Sasha Darby, John Safstrom, Mike Herman, Mega Cunningham, Tony Dobson, Ray Maurer, and Fred Nickel. The mission of the WPRA Foundation is to provide financial support for the programs, activities, and services identified in our Statement of Purpose, which reads, the Wisconsin Park and Recreation Association Foundation is an educational and charitable organization dedicated to enhancing the role of park and recreation services within the state of Wisconsin. We accomplish this by providing professional grants, student scholarships, and by sponsoring conference and workshop speakers, just to name a few. Foundation funding comes from fellow professionals as well as through legacy donations and memorials. Our Foundation Ambassadors Club, otherwise known as the FAC, and the annual Scholarship Golf Outing are our main fundraising campaigns. The Foundation Board is grateful for the opportunity to provide the fundraising raffle basket event that generally occurs with our annual banquet. Tonight, during these strange times, we felt it was necessary for the Foundation to give back and support the WPRA Association as well as the award recipients by providing a drawing for 4 $50 gift cards. At the conclusion of the event, our Secretary, Holly Glanick, will announce 4 randomly drawn attendees as the lucky winners of the gift cards. Again, thank you for this opportunity on behalf of the WPRA Foundation. Congratulations to all of tonight's recipients, and be proud of your amazing accomplishments. Enjoy the ceremony.
Our commercial members are extremely valued in WPRA. We are so fortunate to have so many commercial members and vendors that support our association. I'm honored to announce that the Commercial Member of the Year for 2020 is MSA Professional Services. MSA has been a long-standing WPRA member and have put together countless contributions to our Impact, PR Monthly, attendance at regional meetings, and our annual conference. Please help me celebrate MSA Professional Service as Commercial Member of the Year. Next up, I'm going to throw it over to Scott Jaquish from the Awards Committee. Scott, take it away.
Thanks, Jake. Congratulations to MSA Professional Services on your 2020 Commercial Member of the Year. We are grateful for you and all of our commercial members for your continued support. Before we begin, please join me in a moment of silence in remembrance of the 6,140 Wisconsinites we have lost due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you. To open the 2020 awards ceremony in a more traditional WPRA fashion, please grab a glass, of your favorite beverage and welcome Acting Secretary of Tourism Ann Sayers and Governor of the great state of Wisconsin, Governor Tony Evers, to provide this year's toast.
Welcome to the Wisconsin Park and Recreation Association's virtual awards ceremony. I'm Ann Sayers, the Acting Secretary of the Wisconsin Department of Tourism, and I'm thrilled to be able to kick off this event today. Congratulations to each and every one of you for all that you were able to accomplish in the past year. And what a year it was. 2020 was packed with challenges, to say the very least. And while every aspect of our lives was upended, people turned to the outdoors in record numbers, to the parks and natural resources that you helped to protect and provide. And many, including me, rediscovered new activities, places to relax and recharge right in their own neighborhoods. We all saw our lives through a new perspective, taking the time to appreciate services and amenities that I think we had started to take for granted. You know, one of the most awe-inspiring parts of my work in tourism, and the true reason it's really such a joy to inspire travelers to experience Wisconsin, is because I get to connect with so many hospitality-minded individuals who work hard to make our state a place that's fun to live, work, play, and of course, visit. I'm grateful for the work that each and every one of you are doing, and I want to give a special congratulations to the award winners today. So please join me in raising a glass, in my case orange juice, to toast your hard work, your dedication, and service to the state and to your communities. Cheers. And thank you so much.
Welcome to the 2020 Wisconsin Park and Recreation Association Virtual Awards Ceremony. Congratulations on a great 2020, and here's to even a better 2021 ahead. Cheers!
Thanks, Secretary Sayers and Governor Evers for providing this year's toast. 2020 was certainly full of challenges that we've never experienced before in our lifetime. Words like socially distant, mitigation, Zoom, PPE, virtual award ceremonies, contract tracing became everyday words in our vocabulary. Every program we offer was put under a microscope and needed to be reimagined so we could do it safely. Our local, county, and state parks became the one place where families could feel some sense of normalcy. As a profession, I am proud to say we turned those challenges into opportunities and met them straight on. Our leadership hosted regular Zoom calls to discuss and share ideas on moving forward. Through our lobbying effort, we gained a seat at the table at the state level to become part of the solution and a trusted resource on writing policy. One might say we turned lemons into lemonade. Tonight, we are here to celebrate our fellow park and recreation professionals on making that lemonade day in and day out in their communities. Don't forget to use that chat feature to offer your congratulations to tonight's award winners. If you have a question or an issue, please send a message to the panelists only, and they will be able to assist you. To assist me in doing so this evening, I'd like to recognize my fellow Craig Hepner, Holly Glenick, Marge Klinzing, and myself, Scott Jakrish. To begin this evening, I would like to introduce Craig Hepner to acknowledge our 10 and 25-year service recognition recipients.
It is my distinct honor to congratulate and thank the following WPRA members for their dedication and service to the field of parks and recreation. First, we congratulate our 10-year service members, Adam Breest, Jessica Cloninger, Jason Collins, Ben Dayton, Glenn Falkenthal, Aaron Fisher, Patricia Forget, Riley Garcia, Matthew Hahn, Jessica Herman, John Lehan, Mike LeSueur, Amy Jo Myers, Kristen Murphy, Megan Fallon, Jill Ponzi, Chuck Recupero, Stephanie Schlegg, and Nick Spence. So congratulations to our 10-year service members. Next, we move into the older category, and we'd like to congratulate and thank our 25-year service members. And we have 15 of those this year. Eileen Gravender, Angela Hull, Mike Yench, Matthew Jones, Jeffrey Malloy, Jason Mars, Don Melikar, Willie Mitchell, Tom Molbeck, Veronica Robinson, Steve Roscoe, Matthew Scott, Jeff Skog, Shane Stibbe, and Kevin Weisman. So congratulations to all of our service members, the 10 and 25 years.
Thanks, Craig, and nice job correctly announcing all those names. And congratulations to all the 10, 25 years of service recipients. I would like to introduce representatives from the aquatic, park, recreation, and young professional sections to present the 2020 section awards.
The recipient of the 2020 Aquatics Section Outstanding Facility Design or Renovation is Woodman Aquatic Center, City of Richland Center. To introduce the 2020 Outstanding Aquatic Professional of the Year, please welcome Mr. Matt Carrico of Carrico Aquatics.
Hi everyone, it's Matt Carrico. I hope you all are well and enjoying your virtual conference. The 2020 pool season, or lack thereof, was a trying time for everyone who loves aquatics, not only in the state of Wisconsin, but around the entire country. Everyone found themselves trying to determine whether they should open, and if they did, could it be done safely? I started to see a pattern forming within our customer base where public pools were being directed to close by boards, councils, and local health departments, but private venues in the same communities were developing opening plans and moving forward for the summer. That's why when I was first notified that the city of Middleton was planning to open, I honestly figured they were going to be like so many others, where they developed a plan only to have their futures ultimately decided by elected officials or health departments, telling them to close. Then I started to see some interviews and I watched a YouTube video that talked about how they were going to do it. At that point, I decided to call Rebecca to see just how she was planning to do it and why she was planning to take on this fight. I recall when talking with Rebecca her passion that it was her mission to make sure that the residents in her community had a safe aquatic outlet for the summer. So many of us had been cooped up since March, and there really didn't seem to be any end in sight. She also talked about her belief that recreation allowed an opportunity for people to recreate themselves, and at no time was the ability to recreate more important than during the pandemic. She believed it was something that needed to be done not only for the physical well-being of her community, but more importantly for their mental well-being. While I know the city of Middleton was not the only municipal pool that opened this year, I was impressed by Rebecca's passion and willingness to put herself out there, develop a plan that met the strict forward Dane protocols, and fight for implementation of that plan to get her aquatic center open for the residents of her community. And that is why I am happy to nominate Rebecca Price for the Aquatics Professional of the Year.
Park Design Award under $250,000. City of Anago, Al Remington Seating Deck. Park Design Awards, $250,000 to $500,000. City of Waukesha, Brame Park Playground, National Demonstration Site. Park Design Awards, $500,000 to $1 million. City of Brookfield, Hidden Lake Greenway Trail. Park Design Award, over $1 million. City of Altoona, River Prairie Park.
Hello, WPRA. I am Seth Westberg, the 2021 Park Chair. I'd gladly like to introduce our 2020 Park Professional of the Year, Jolene Stinson. Well, actually, I'm not the only one.
Greetings, WPRA. She tells us she loves kids, but she's never going to have any of her own. Fast forward, Jolene Stinson, 3 fabulous boys in tow, is spending her weekends traveling the parks of Dane County, where not only does she make a difference for her own 3 kids, but for all of ours as well. We are super proud of you, Jolene, for winning the WPRA Park Professional of the Year Award. Congratulations and best wishes for many, many more great years to come.
Hi WPRA. I was thrilled when I found out I got the opportunity to talk about a dear friend and someone I had the honor to work alongside. Jolene's knowledge and passion for natural areas has blown me away. She's never shied away from sharing that knowledge or helping others. And I truly believe that while most of us only have 24 hours in the day, I think Jolene has 26 because she just goes above and beyond and is always willing to help people and get the job done. The impact that she's made on DeForest and so many of the communities that she's worked for will be lasting forever. Congratulations, my friend, and I couldn't think of a person who deserves this more.
Great to hear of news of your success with WPRA and getting the Park Professional of the Year award. But in terms of programming with the young people in snowshoes and fishing programs, so it's been a wonderful journey for you. I'm a past recipient of the Park Professional of the Year award myself, and I'd say it's a great shot in the arm for you. It's well deserved. Let it be your vaccine going forward for much success at Sun Prairie and a great future. Congratulations.
Jolene is someone who is willing to do anything to promote the department or to promote the field of Parks and Recreation. For example, dressing up like Parker and Rocks and going ice skating to open the Sun Prairie ice skating rinks.
Jolene was a great supervisor. Wish she would have never moved on, but we always have an opening for you. She was always willing to help out even if we didn't need her.
With all that being said, Jolene has taken one of her favorite quotes to heart. Choose a job you love and you never have to work a day in your life. Thank you so much, Jolene, for everything you've done for our organization and for our parks. Thank you. Thank you.
The WPRA Silver Star Award is a recognition award given to outstanding programs, events, or marketing efforts in the areas of recreation or aquatics. The 2020 award winners are, under Youth Programming, West Dallas, West Milwaukee Recreation and Community Services Department, program Operation Recreation. In the category of adult or older adult programming, the City of Waukesha Parks, Recreation, and Forestry Department with a program Progressive Tennis. In the category of Creative Service Delivery or Marketing, the award goes to the Cambridge Community Activities Program with their program Cops and Bobbers. And in the category of Special Events, the award winner is the Bigfoot Recreation District with the program Doggy Egg Hunt. The final program category is for 2020 was Creative COVID Programming Award. This award goes to the City of Janesville with their program Twilight at Traxler. The Wisconsin Park and Recreation Association celebrates people, parks, and programs, and each year a professional is awarded for their contributions to the field of recreation. On behalf of the Recreation Section, it is an honor to recognize Matt Hahn as the 2020 Recreation Professional of the Year. Matt was nominated by Nikki Hilker, and here is what Nikki had to say about Matt. It all started back in September of 2010 when this young man walked into a multi-municipal building where we were eagerly planning an event, and the amount of ideas, conversations, and some usual event planning chaos was underway. He sat quietly, notepad on the table, pen in hand. He was ready, but was he? It turns out he was. He was quiet, but he spoke intelligently and with reason, something that was both welcomed and kind of annoying, if I'm being honest. All that I could think was, who is this dude? Where did he get all these ideas from? But he was innovative, he brought great input, and as we collaborated more, I found that he had the perfect balance of let's get the job done, paired perfectly with a sense of humor. There were times where he took the clearly marked parking stalls of city employees, and times he parked miles away, walking to avoid parking meters. Daring, frugal, and just overall a great recreation coordinator. Trust me, all of us wish we had somebody working with us like him. He puts his community first through everything he does. He continually strives to bring the best programs and opportunities to the communities he has worked for over the years. And one thing is for certain, Matt would rather aim for perfection and fall short than aim for mediocrity and achieve it. Matt has served on 5 Wisconsin Park and Recreation Association conference committees. He has been of great assistance to these overall conferences and a true team player. This past year, I have had the honor of working with Matt as conference chair, and I can honestly say there is no one I would rather be paired with. I cannot express enough how much time and effort he has put into this, all while running a successful recreation department, and as of current, still holding his poise in light of our recent pandemic. It is without a doubt that Matt Hahn is a well-deserving recipient of this Recreation Professional of the Year award. Thank you, Matt, for all of your successes, and here's to many more. Congratulations.
To start, the young professional section has seen tremendous growth over the past couple years. Past, present, future board members have put in a lot of time and effort to cultivate relationships not only within the WPRA Association, but universities across the state of Wisconsin. The Young Professional of the Year award is given to young professionals that rise above the call of duty to engage members by offering professional development opportunities, fostering relationships, and providing a voice within the field of parks and recreation. In that, they model the YPS vision. Park and recreational professionals that have a mentor, are well networked, are engaging in both state and national levels, and who are achieving their professional goals. Our award recipient this year has done just this. Some brief highlights of our recipient this year: serving as co-chair of the 2019 annual conference mentorship luncheon and serving on the 2019 conference committee. In addition to serving on the 2020 board of YPS, they have shined in our through a time when our profession needed it the most, COVID-19. They created a virtual run-walk event that received participation from around the US and served as one of the templates for many other organizations to use throughout the profession. Lastly, they have been able to reach their own professional goal of becoming a Parks and Recreation Director. Ladies and gentlemen, and colleagues alike, I present to you your 2020 Young Professional of the Year, Brooke Franzine.
Thank you, and congratulations to all our section award winners. What an inspiring collection of programs, projects, and individuals. I would like to introduce Marge Klinzing, Recreation Director, City of Monroe, to introduce this year's distinguished class of the Lifetime Achievement Award recipients.
Dan Forenza, after 30 years of dedicated service, he retired from Wausau, Marathon County Parks and Forestry. Robert Garrity, after 28 years of dedicated service, he retired from Waukesha County Parks Department. Denise Larson, after 35 years of dedicated service, she retired from Manitowoc Parks and Recreation Department. Scott Leteski, after 30 years of dedicated service, he retired from the Fort Atkinson Parks and Recreation Department. Joe Namer, after 47 years of dedicated service, he retired from Jefferson County Parks Department. Robert Rafel, after 42 years of dedicated service, he retired from the Racine Parks and Recreation and Culture Services. John Sastrom, after 35 years of dedicated service, he retired from Grafton Parks and Recreation Department. Brian Tungate, after 38 years of dedicated service, he retired from Menasha Parks and Recreation Department. Al Weddick, after 39 years, he retired from Oshkosh Recreation Department. Keith Wilhelm, after 40 years of dedicated service, he retired from Green Bay Parks and Recreation and Forestry Department.
Thanks, Marge, and congratulations to this year's Lifetime Achievement Award recipients. That's 364 years of dedicated service to WPRA in communities across Wisconsin. Job well done, and thank you for your service. I would like to introduce Lynn Greb, Recreation Director for Milwaukee Recreation, to present this year's Partnership Award.
Hello, I'm Lynn Greb, Director of Milwaukee Recreation, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to this year's recipient of the WPRA Partnership Award, VIA CDC. Milwaukee Recreation has partnered with VIA since the late 90s. The partnership grew out of our mutual interest in Burnham Playfield, a 13-acre park on the near south side of Milwaukee. Burnham, built in 1925, is maintained and programmed by Milwaukee Recreation and draws a diverse group of participants and programming year-round. In the late 90s, VIA began taking a more active role in the vitality of Burnham Playfield. They formed the Burnham Park Task Force with the mission to provide guidance and recommendations for improvements to the site. After a series of community engagement sessions led by VIA, it was clear that not all of the amenities at the playfield were meeting the needs of the residents, including 8 rarely used tennis courts with heaving asphalt. In 2018, VIA approached Milwaukee Recreation about the possibility of converting these tennis courts into futsal courts. VIA understood that they would bear the responsibility for the fundraising and contract management because Milwaukee Recreation did not have the dollars allocated or immediate plans to improve this space. After approval by Milwaukee Recreation, VIA worked to secure a design for the courts and a fundraising plan. Over the course of the next year, VIA raised more than $91,000 and initiated the construction process. An official ribbon-cutting ceremony was held on September 25, 2019, and the response was overwhelming. A once underused recreation space was quickly bursting with activity, and an agreement between VIA and Milwaukee Recreation ensures the courts will be open to the community at no cost. We chose to nominate VIA for this award because they exemplify what it means to be a partner. They put the sweat equity into gathering community input and are a trusted beacon in the Burnham Park neighborhood. They took it upon themselves to raise every dollar needed for the futsal project, which also involved leveraging their relationships with other groups. VIA is a selfless organization, continually investing in the community by simply listening to residents and working hard to deliver what is needed to improve their quality of life. We are incredibly excited for the next phase of this partnership. Demolition is currently underway to renovate a major part of Burnham Playfield. The design plan was driven by feedback received from the Burnham Park Task Force and includes a turf soccer field, a splash pad, walking path, new play equipment, basketball courts, and better lighting. Not only is VIA an incredible partner for Burnham Playfield, They have repeatedly proven themselves as a champion of equitable recreation access. When the ribbon is cut in 2021 for the latest improvements, we know that Burnham Playfield will represent the wishes of the 21,000 neighborhood residents because VIA has worked to engage the community every step of the way. And now it's my pleasure to present the WPRA Partnership Award to Kevin Solis of VIA. Congratulations.
Thank you. Hello everyone, my name is Kevin Solis and I'm VIA's Outreach and Engagement Manager for Burnham Park and Layton Park. VIA CDC and Milwaukee Recreation have had a long-standing partnership. We are honored to have been nominated and awarded the WPRA Partnership Award. Over the years, our partnership has strengthened as we worked on a common goal, the revitalization of Burnham Park. Together, with neighbors and amazing partners like Milwaukee Recreation, we are about to see a fully renovated park this year. We also want to dedicate this award to the Burnham Park Task Force. In 2013, the Burnham Park Task Force was created so that Burnham Park's revitalization would be community-led. Their dedication to their community was in full display as they attended community engagement event after community engagement event, sharing their input for what they wanted their park to look like. Without the hard work and input from our community members, Burnham Park would not be where it is today. We are extremely thankful to each individual member of the Burnham Park Task Force. It is an honor to receive this award and to have been nominated by such a wonderful partner. We can't wait for what's to come and for our partnership to continue to grow as we work to build upon the work we already started. We will continue to work with the Burnham Park Task Force to continue to improve the quality of life for the members of our community. Thank you.
Thanks, Lynn, and congratulations to the 2020 Partnership Award winner, VIA CDC. I'm sure we would all love to have dedicated partners like you in our communities. To present the 2020 Fellowship Award, I would like to introduce Marge Klinzing and Cullen Slapek, Parks Director, City of Janesville.
I'm Marge Klinzing, the Recreation Director from the Monroe Parks and Recreation Department. I am here as a member of the Wisconsin Park and Recreation Association Awards Committee, and we are here to recognize Dean and Jane Painter as our Fellowship Award winner. I'd like to now introduce Colin Slepak from the Janesville Park Division so that he can acknowledge their achievements for this award.
Good morning. It is an honor to present the 2020 WPRA Fellowship Award to Dean and Jane Painter. Dean and Jane's journey began in 1992 when they were founding members of the Rock Trail Coalition and also joined the Ice Age Trail Foundation. Upon formation of the RTC, Dean became president of the coalition and remained in the position for 27 years. Today, Dean and Jane remain on the coalition board as directors. Over the years, the RTC has leveraged thousands of dollars to help make trail projects happen. Dean and Jane have attended numerous public meetings in support of trails to counter those saying, "Not in my backyard." The RTC's tagline remains, "Connecting communities with trails since 1992. In addition to their work with the Rock Trail Coalition, the Painters have also been heavily involved in the Ice Age Trail and Mobile Skills Crew projects over the years. Dean and Jane have become proficient in providing the camp kitchen and have taught camp kitchen for the Ice Age Trail University. In 2016, Dean and Jane were awarded the Ice Age Trail Alliance's Spirit Stick, which signifies long-term dedication and service to the trail. They lead by example, inspire those around them, and carry out their service in a spirit of cooperation, optimism, and enthusiasm. As long-term Ice Age Trail members, they serve as directors on their local chapter and strongly advocate for the importance of the Stewardship Fund. The Painters have maintained the thought that in order to make things happen, it is important to have a seat at the table when decisions are being made. To that end, Dean has served on the board of the Green Rock Audubon Society, the North Rock County Metropolitan Planning Organization, the State Line Area Transportation Study, the City of Janesville Parks and Recreation Advisory Committee, and the Rock County Parks Advisory Committee. They are founding members of the Rock County Parks, where Dean is the president, and Friends of Rockport Park in Janesville, where Dean is the secretary. Thank you, Dean and Jane, for your many years of service of volunteer for the city of Janesville and Rock County.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, it's kind of been a long journey, and we appreciate this award. We're very honored by it. This is kind of more or less our everyday life, so it doesn't seem special to us, but I guess we're here representing all the volunteers who work on all the projects throughout the area, throughout the state. So thank you very much, and thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Cullen, and congratulations to Dean and Jane Painter on your fellowship award. What a tremendous accomplishment. To present our next award, the elected official of the year, here is Ron Grawl, Director of Parks, Recreation, and Forestry, City of Waukesha.
Hello everyone, Sean Riley, Mayor, City of Waukesha. I want to say that I am honored and thrilled to win the Elected Official Award from the WPRA. I grew up in the city of Waukesha. I came from a very, very large family. I have 8 brothers and sisters, and I was one of the older ones, and probably what my mom said every single morning is to the older kids, get out of the house, you can come back at lunch. And where did I go? I went to our parks. Mainly when I was younger, Buckner Park, which has a pool, which has a facility for programming, tennis courts, and swings. That was a big part of my life. I have really fond memories of being one of those kids that hangs out at the parks all summer long and then even uses them in the winter as much as they possibly can. So helping our Parks Department the way I have over the last 5 years, for me it's been a total pleasure. Before I was elected mayor, I was an attorney, but attorneys have a bad name, so I decided to be a politician. And politicians have a certain responsibility to help their departments along to make sure that they're doing their best. Waukesha Park, Recreation, and Forestry Department also puts on some phenomenal special events. What's going to be happening real soon for us is our Jamboree. Basically what it is get people outside in the winter and provide them with a whole bunch of options on keeping active in the winter. We also have our Oktoberfest, which is 2 days of what you would think it would be in Wisconsin. A nice big beer tent, some brats, and a lot of polka bands and other bands. And we have a phenomenal facility for that. We put up a big, huge tent, and people just have a phenomenal time at that. The other one is our Tribute Tuesdays. There we have tribute bands. We get a lot of people at those. I'm someone who has been involved in that from the start. In fact, I like to think of it as I asked the park department to put something together that would bring people downtown. We have a phenomenal park in downtown Waukesha, Cutler Park. It's I believe it's our oldest park, and we have these bands, and there's food. I've been involved in cooking barbecues from the very beginning. It's a labor of love, or as I like to say, it's a hobby gone awry. I have a barbecue rig that can cook 500 pounds of meat at one time. I pull that in and do a bunch of barbecue, and everyone tells me that they love it. The only time people have told me when they haven't loved it is when we ran out of barbecue, and then they were very upset and they wondered why I was even the mayor, because there wasn't enough barbecue for everyone. So.
It's my honor and privilege to have the opportunity to present the Wisconsin Park and Recreation Association, WPRA 2020 Elected Official Award to Mayor Sean Riley, City of Waukesha. Mayor, well-deserved, fantastic job. Appreciate it. Here is the award winner of 2020.
Ron, I want to thank you for the real award. This one's a little smaller, but it's prettier. So thank you very much. But I also want to add, it's so easy to be supportive of our parks and our Park, Recreation, and Forestry Department. Everything that they do is to make our citizens' lives more enjoyable. And I think every single mayor in the state of Wisconsin has a goal of making their parks better and having more opportunities for people in their communities and around their communities to enjoy their parks. And all I can say is our parks do a phenomenal job on making people happy. So thank you very, very much.
Thanks, Ron, and congratulations to Mayor Riley, representing the city of Waukesha, and thank you for your continued support. Our next award, the George Wilson Service Award, is given to a professional who has distinguished themselves through persistent accomplishments in continuous service to the state association. Here is Holly Glanick to present this year's award.
Good evening, fellow WPRA colleagues, friends, and family members. My name is Holly Glanick, and it is truly my honor to present the 2020 WPRA George Wilson Service Award to Steve Peterson, Parks and Recreation Director for Black River Falls, and also known affectionately as PD by many of us. Growing up as the eldest of 8 children on a 300-acre dairy farm, PD's dream was no other than to be a dairy farmer. At a young age, he served as president of both the 4-H and Future Farmers of America, the only approved organizations by his parents Eugene and Charlotte. PD bought his own farm in the fall of 1973, while in his 3rd year at UW River Falls working towards a degree in broad area agriculture. He operated this farm for 13 years, and then this happened. In late 1986, PD and his wife Kathleen saw an ad in the local newspaper for a part-time park and rec director paying about $5,000 a year. PD thought the job would be great for Kathleen, but Kathleen, she thought differently and helped PD create a resume that got him in the door. In the final interview process, it was determined that the job would actually be made full-time instead, and PD's dreams shifted as he accepted the offer. His first day was February 1st, 1987, which just over a week ago marked his 34th year serving his community. Today, PD's heart is full as he enjoys time with his 4 adult children and 13 grandchildren and continues to serve the community he loves. His accomplishments in Black River Falls are many, and tonight we have time to highlight just a few. The Lunda Community Park, a $3.5 million project completed in 1998. The Jackson County Fairgrounds Park redevelopment, a $6.3 million project completed in 2010. PD currently serves his community in the following capacities. He is president of the Ice Arena Advisory Committee, president of the Jackson County Fair Park Advisory Committee. He is on the board of directors for the Jackson County Agricultural Society, a board member for the Jackson County Little League Association for the last 34 years, and a member of the WIAA Officials Association since 1970. He has officiated for football, baseball, softball, and did basketball for 40 years. In 2018, Black River Falls dedicated a ball field in his name, the Steve P.D. Peterson Field. But the list doesn't end here, as if this was not enough to keep PD busy. PD still found the time and energy to serve our state association in many capacities. Those that have served with PD know he is always bringing the most positive attitude, boundless energy, and the belly laugh that compares to no other. The list here again is impressive, and I will highlight just a few. PD was Region 1 representative on the WPRA Board of Directors for 2 terms. Region 1 Aquatic Section Rep for 2 terms, and Region 1 Park Section Rep for 2 terms. He also served on 4 different WPRA conference committees. And in 2018, PD was recognized as the Park Section Outstanding Professional of the Year. As you can see, PD is incredibly deserving of this award. He has dedicated his whole life to serving his community of Black River Falls and has over 20 years of continued service to WPRA. So please join me in congratulating my esteemed colleague and dear friend, Steve Peterson, as the recipient of the 2020 WPRA George Wilson Service Award. Cheers to you, PD, and my sincerest congratulations.
Thank you very much, Holly. This is really special. To receive the George Wilson Service Award, I guess I was honored just to be thought about, let alone to be one of the winners of such a prestigious award. To join the group of you that have received it previously is really an honor and very humbling. Service to our community and to the organizations, as well as the people we live with, is what it's all about. From 1974 to 1987, this job was a part-time gig, and 5 different individuals served from 1 to 3 years, and then moved on. One of the individuals was a man retired by the name of Bob Teeples, and Bob was the guiding light for me in this position. Bob stressed to me that all children should be given equal opportunities, should be encouraged to participate, and that I should be doing this job for the many, not the few. Bob also showed me how to do reports, how to do the books, how to create a budget, and how to prepare for a city council meeting. As we all know, those are pretty important things to learn in this profession. I also want to thank Don Halverson. Besides being the only teacher brave enough to give me an A in English, he hired me as a football coach in 1981. In 1987, he was instrumental in my being hired as the Parks and Recreation Director. He was a council member on the hiring committee, and during that process, he asked me a question. He goes, "Where do you think you would be in 10 years?" And I replied, "I'm going to be here. This is where I live, this is where I work, and this is where my family is." It must have been a pretty good answer. As later in the week, Don called me at home while I was doing chores and said, "Hey, Petey, you're hired." I said, "Oh, great." He said, "When do you think you can start?" I said, "Pretty soon." He said, "Good, you work Monday." That was a little faster than I intended, but it was awesome. And Holly had mentioned that I was a farmer. And, I think that helped me learn my work ethic. When you're milking cows, there are no days off, no holidays, no vacations. And that transpired right into my work ethic, as our facilities are open to the public night and day, and citizens look at using our recreation facilities in the evening and weekends. So that is what we need to do. And over the course of the years, I probably worked 90% of the weekends, giving my part-time staff the time off to be with their families and also to help save money for the budget. I enjoyed that because it gave me a chance to visit with the citizens as well as community travelers, and I could answer their questions and then send them on to whatever excursion they were looking to do. Early on, when they needed help, my wife Kathleen would jump in and help. She'd get on a mower and away we'd go. If we needed extra help, I would tie weights on the mowers so the kids could help. And that was great. Kathy and I would drive around checking the parks, the bathrooms, the shelters, and the garbage cans. And Kathy would say, "You check the bathrooms, I got the barrels." As we all know, you never know what you're going to find when you open up that bathroom door. We still do that to this day. It may not seem like a romantic time to you, but it's quality time for her and I love having her along. Holly mentioned the associations I've been involved with. And the London Community Park was added. It's given us 3 to 4 groups every day of the weekend using a facility where before we maybe had 2 groups a year. And now we have it busy every day of the weekends from May until October. We added a skate park to that. The aquatic park has added a lot more people to our community. We also had the fairgrounds renewal, and of all of the projects, that's probably been the most dramatic. From having one event a year, adding new barns, grandstand, and ice arena, we now host 40 events over the weekends of the summer. A tremendous asset for our community. Also, Holly mentioned that I was involved in the association. And from a little mouse in the corner to stepping out, I believe it was Stevens Point, where Gilligan's Island and coconuts come to mind. And then on to Madison, where we had the scavenger hunt. We kind of got mingled with the other people's in the association, so I got to learn about a lot more people. And that brewery tour was awesome. I had so much fun, I forgot to ride home and somebody had to come and get me. Then I made the bold step by getting volunteered to serve on the Parks Board. I believe that was at a president's reception in Lake Geneva. And from that point, we ended up serving in different aspects of our association. And I learned that though we may have different sized communities and different budgets, we share a lot in common. And the networking, the summer tours, the conferences, and the section meetings, we really learn a lot and we grow professionally as well as individuals. And I've carried those things forward with all that knowledge into my community. And besides that, it's just an awful lot of fun. And when you can make service fun, you last a lot longer. And when Don asked me where I would be in 10 years, I thought the city. I had no idea I would be sitting in this chair 34 plus years later. And it's been an awesome ride. And to be selected to receive this award is absolutely amazing. I can't thank you enough. I am truly honored and blessed. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Holly, and congratulations to Steve Peterson. I first met Petey at the 1998 conference in Stevens Point. He showed up dressed as an island native to the Gilligan's Island themed social. He certainly raised the bar on that costume contest and has continued to do so throughout his career. To present our final and most prestigious award, the Professional Award of Merit, the highest professional award given by the Wisconsin Park and Recreation Association, here is Kathy Grunzel.
Hello, it's my honor to be presenting this year's Professional Award of Merit to Darren Marsh, Director of Dane County Parks Division. Darren started his career with the DNR, working as a crew member and crew leader with the Wisconsin Youth Conservation Corps, and then for 5 years as a seasonal park ranger at Whitefish Dunes State Park in Door County. From there, he spent 5 years as the Assistant Administrator of the Jackson County Forestry and Parks Department, where he led the redevelopment of the park system, initiated an entry fee system to help cover operational costs, and redesigned 120 miles of trails. Darren moved on to Dane County Parks, where he was operations manager for 10 years and did such a great job in that position that he was promoted to his current position as Parks Director in 2003. During Darren's tenure as Parks Director, the Dane County Park System has expanded from 5,600 acres to approximately 15,000 acres of land with an additional 2,800 acres in permanent easements. With his dedicated team of full-time and seasonal staff, Darren oversees 26 regional recreation parks, including 5 campgrounds and 6 dog parks, 27 natural areas, 20 wildlife areas, 2 county forests, 6 historical and cultural sites, and 120 miles of trails. Darren has been an integral part of the Dane County Parks, becoming a national leader in numerous initiatives, including the development of premier dog parks and disc golf courses. Dane County Parks was the first in Wisconsin to develop an emerald ash borer plan and wood utilization program that put to good use all the ash trees that so many other programs have just destroyed. Dane County Parks volunteer program includes over 4,000 volunteers and 18 friends groups, providing more than 65,000 hours annually of service. Darren is also forward-thinking in planning for the future, with the development in 2014 of the Friends of the Park Endowment Fund, and in 2017, establishing the Foundation for Dane County Parks, both of which will ensure the continued success of their parks program well into the future. Darren has also been very involved in WPRA over the years. Dane County has hosted numerous PAR 3 meetings, Park Section spring workshops, and Park Section summer tours. He's presented at numerous training sessions and park conferences on a wide variety of topics, including gadget and idea exchanges, trail development and wayfinding signage, developing a disc golf program, and managing hunting and other nature-based outdoor activities, among many other topics. I know I've benefited from several of Darren's presentations and brought many of his ideas to work in my park. Darren has served as the WPRA Park Section Chair, was a member of the Fall Conference Committee, and has been awarded the Park Section Professional of the Year twice. And he's involved in his community as well. He's served as a board member for the Stoughton Mant Community Center, including several years as board president. He's served on the City of Stoughton Tree Board and the Mayor's Budget Task Force. He's also coached and served on the boards of the Stoughton Youth Hockey and Area Youth Hockey Associations. Those of you who know Darren know that he shies away from recognition. Upon hearing he was receiving this year's Professional Award of Merit, Darren asked, "Are you sure? And isn't there someone else more deserving that should be receiving this?" Darren, you're more than deserving of this award. Your accomplishments are many, and yes, while it takes a team to create success, that team needs a leader to ensure that success. You've demonstrated that leadership for many years, and it's an honor and a privilege that I present you with the 2020 WPRA Professional Award of Merit. Congratulations, Darren.
All right, I want to thank Kathy Grunsel for her presentation and kind words, and the Wisconsin Park and Recreation Association for the honor of being selected the 2020 Professional Award Merit recipient. The recognition is very humbling and means a great deal to me. I want to thank the person or persons who nominated me for this prestigious award. I am sure that there was a number of very deserving professionals. I will use this opportunity to recognize and acknowledge the other 2020 award recipients and mention a couple. Congratulations, Steve Peterson, who is being honored with the George Wilson Service Award. It's well deserved. I have known Steve for over 30 years, going back to my time in Black River Falls working for the Jackson County Forestry and Parks Department. I also want to acknowledge Jolene Stinson, the new Deputy Parks Director for Dane County, as the Park Section's Outstanding Parks Professional of the Year. Way to go, Jolene. I normally don't seek credit for opportunities that I'm given to serve my community. I prefer recognition being bestowed on the entire Dane County team. Any professional success I may have directly due to the amazing efforts of the parks and land and water staff, the unwavering support and direction of the county officials, a passionate core of volunteers and partner groups, along with a very engaged community. It's due to their efforts that Dane County has developed such an amazing park system. Further, I would like to recognize WPRA, its leaderships, and its members for actively shaping the standards and expectations for statewide parks and recreation. WPRA provides the relationships and the educational gateway for professional development. The connections that I have developed through the association have inspired, driven, and challenged me to build partnerships, quality services, and make natural resource protection a top priority. Lastly, I want to acknowledge my parents, Dale and Donna Marsh, for instilling in me a passion for the outdoors and natural resource management. And my wife, Dawn, my son, Bryce, and daughter, Casey, for allowing me to dedicate so much time, energy to pursue my dream. Thank you again for this honor that I accept on behalf of my whole team.
Congratulations, Darren, on your much-deserved recognition. I admire your dedication. You are a great example to what exemplifies a true professional. As we wind down tonight's award ceremony, please enjoy the video presentation, Turning Lemons into Lemonade.
Wow, what an amazing year and an amazing awards banquet. If only you guys could see behind the scenes here and see all the 17 monitors we have set up, the teleprompter running over here, and no studio audience. Even during the video, we had a little dance party going on over here with that great music background in the video. So hopefully everybody enjoyed the show. The presentation is being recorded So you can watch it time and time again with your favorite parts. But before we wrap for tonight, I again want to thank the entire awards committee for their time and effort, and welcome Darren Marsh to the awards committee team, and also thank Kathy Grunsel for her 5 years of service. But I also want to offer a very special thank you to Holly and Sandy, Michelle, Dan, and Jennifer for pulling us all together and monitoring these 17 computers we got running here tonight. We couldn't have done this without you guys. Thank you. Also, quick reminder, nominations are now open for 2021 with a deadline of October 1st. Don't forget to nominate those special people that make a difference in your communities day in and day out. Now for the moment everyone has been waiting for, the foundation gift card giveaway. If your name is announced, please send a message to the panelist only with your name, email address, and mailing address, and we'll be sure to get that gift card out to you. The winners are Dan Schinkel, Kent Perleberg, Michelle Richardson, and Tom Mortensen. And finally, a toast to all our award winners. Here's to a 2020 and to an even better 2021. Stay safe, healthy, and good night, everyone. Thank you.